Good morning, Academy55 premium members and everybody else who is watching the recording. The premium members get to watch this live, and everybody else is watching the recording, which will be uploaded later today. Today being Monday, the 15th of April. It's now 5 to 8 in the morning on a blustery day down here in Cornwall in the southwest of England. That's where I am. Looking at the charts for the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame, between the hours of 8 and 9 to see if we can get a trade. So before we do that, let's do a little bit of housekeeping and switch our MT4 on. Make sure you are on the EUR USD and you're on the 1 minute time frame. Also, you've got your trade assistant working with the purple risk to reward, turn purple, the lot calc turn purple, this square here turn purple so you can close all trades if you need to, and you've got a 1% risk, which is all important because that's what we go for. So that is the housekeeping for that. Well, while I was setting up, waiting for you guys, could have had two trades here, successful trades. Couldn't take that one because the trend line was still green. So that never did turn red. But we had a buy alert at 7:25 this morning. And as you can see, we had a 2-to-1 success rate there. And then moving on, we had a sell alert at 7:36. And again, stop loss goes on where the green wave meets the red wave, and down we went for a 2-to-1 there. So two successful trades already as I was setting up for you guys. So if you had taken any of those, congratulations. I'd love to see your screenshots in the Facebook group. And if you'd have taken one of those, the rest of this should be a watching brief because we only go after 2% a day, maximum of 2 trades. That's all we need. But we're here waiting now for the 8 o'clock candle and see if we can get a trade in between 8 and 9 this morning. Nice to see so many people on with me today. Being a Monday morning, obviously a lot more caution as per the volume. We never know what the volume is patchy. Don't get me wrong, volume is patchy most days, but especially on a Monday, is more patchier than other days. I'll just put my finger in black ink, which is not good. Sorry. Right, okay, so yeah, here we are waiting, checking the news. Let's do that, because it's a good idea to check the news anyway. So we're on Forex Factory on the Monday the 15th, and as you can see, there isn't much around until 1:30 this afternoon. I also check my FX book as well, because that shows up different sometimes. So it's a good idea to do that. Get rid of that. And what we are on Monday the 15th. Again, it's highlighting the news at 1:30, but there is no high impact news until then. So that's all good. So we are on a big sell at the moment. That's the one where I would have won 2-to-1 if I was allowed to trade, because I can't take a trade. Well, I can now, 8 o'clock. So my next alert will be a buy alert We are above the purple line for some time now, since, well, yeah, basically just a little bit lower than there. But basically, we've been above the purple line since, I think, probably market, yeah, more or less market opening last night for us here in the UK. So there is a buy bias at the moment because we're above the purple line. So that would be classed as a retrace trade back to the purple line. Doesn't always go back to the purple line, but price does certainly like hugging around the purple line if it can. So now the next alert will be a buy alert, which is what we're waiting for. No, I'm not in a cafe, so apologies if you can hear little children downstairs. They're waiting to go to school. I can hear them chattering away. Hopefully it's not too noisy. I don't think it is. So yeah, so we're waiting for a buy alert, and then hopefully we might be able to get our trade between 8 and 9. We'll see. We're here readiness, lying in wait. So we've got a buy alert going, but the volume ribbon has petered out now. We've gone into a little bit of consolidation here. We're waiting for the trend line to be green. The volume ribbons with green. Parallel SAR has gone below low price, but price needs to get quite a bit higher than that to give us a green trend line, green wave, and all that good stuff for us to even look at having a trade. Let's go and have a look at oh, I haven't done support and resistance lines on this. That's fine then. So we'll do this one. If I just get rid of the indicator at the moment, put it onto the 4-hour chart real quick, and note that we have, oh look, right, okay, this is the 4-hour time frame. I'll get rid of this big banner at the minute because it's in the way. There we go. Right, so we can see we have a lot of imbalance here. All this is imbalance. So we'll go from here to there. That is imbalance to the top of that candle. Get the right rectangle. There we go. So that's imbalance. We'll put it on the line chart, and I look to see if we have two or more. We've got two more jabs down there. Look, so that is an important area. So we'll mark that up. Horizontal line. See 2 points on the 4-hour line chart. One there, then it came up and another one there. So that's obviously a pretty important area. But that's it basically, because we've had a big sell-off back on Friday. So we'll go back to, so we've done our markings now. Go back to the minute chart, put it back on the put the Academy 55 indicator on. Good, we haven't missed nothing. And indeed, that buy alert's gone again. Now we're on a deeper sell, possibly getting down to these areas down here again that we just drew up on the 4-hour time frame. And prices hovering around the purple line now, which it tends to do a lot, most of the time. Unfortunately, I can't take any more. The only thing I can act on now is a buy alert if we have one, because we had a sell alert there, which if I'd have taken that while I was setting up, I would have had a successful trade. So already. Depends on how deep they go. It could, like I said, could get all the way down to this support and resistance line I drew up for myself just now, because we had 2 or more touches on the 4-hour time frame. So here we are, we're ready, poised and waiting. Me, in case I get a buy alert and we go back up again to possibly fill out this imbalance up here. We shall see. Get that image back again. Over there. So we can see consolidation since quarter to 8 UK time this morning till now. We're going sideways. But there is a buy bias. It has been all morning. So possibly they will be going up to mitigate this imbalance up here. Whatever, we are here ready and waiting if anything like that happens. So a quick look on the 15-minute time frame. I like trying to work out what I think price might be doing on higher time frames. And as you can see, we've had a steady climb on the 15-minute. No imbalance here. So the imbalance is, get that more precise, there we go, that's imbalance there. Yeah, there we go, there's the imbalance there. And yeah, it's that's the way it is. And we're seeing yet more consolidation, which for a Monday morning isn't surprising. London's just opened 10 minutes ago. As you all know from the news and all that, there's a lot of unrest in the world. Makes, I suppose when you're investing millions, it makes it even more tricky when there's lots of so much unrest going on. But accumulation sideways movement happens 80% of the time anyway in a normal sort of world, if I can call it that, whatever normal is. So really that most of it is reactionary on news that comes out in the news. They react on that, and until then, at such time, if there's no other bigger investments, they will hover around the purple area here, the purple line. And when news eventually does hit one where good news or bad news for the euro, then they will react on that. But as you can see on Monday, there's not a lot of stuff. So you could surmise maybe there might not be a lot happening today. But because we're on the minute time frame, as you can appreciate, the movement doesn't have to be that great because we're on a smaller time frame. But we do have to have movement. Because although we like to stay away from the news, it's the news that makes the movement. So it's a bit of a catch-22, bit of a conundrum, really. But we are seeing sideways movement. All this area here. From here. Well, you could say that all this area here. Get the right rectangle. Settings. Consolidation. Okay, so all this area here is consolidatory, sideways movement. So if anything, we were to get a buy alert, for example, well, price would be out here anyway before the trend line turned green and the wave turned. So price would be up here at the consolidatory area anyway. But so if I was to take a trade, I would like to see price getting out of these areas to show me that it's not basically just doing more of the same. Because you don't want to, you can't help being caught in a trade where it's going sideways, but we do our best to try and avoid it. Let's say there's another storm coming in. We've got quite high winds down here in Cornwall at the moment. We had 2 storms last week. Looks like we got another one brewing. Certainly has been a rough winter, as you know, if you're in the UK. Not here for the weather report. See how price is respecting the purple line, the EMA 462. That's basically the average of 462 minute candles. That's a representation of that. Why 462? Well, because when we were back testing, found that this was a very significant line to look at. Nothing to do with the red, 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 green, 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 red, red, red for a sell, green, green, green for a buy. But I did did note that price did respect this area a lot more than other lines. So therefore, that's why that is there. And we use it as a guide to give us an overall picture of what price is doing. For example, we are generally on a buy bias. So therefore, if you were taking a sell there, you'd be looking at this area as an area of maybe price was getting down to there. And as we see, it actually did. Doesn't do it all the time, don't get me wrong. It could have meandered back up again without getting too near the purple line, but we all surmise that a lot of the time it will want to go and revisit this purple line again. So if you was taking a trade there, you'd be looking at this purple line. Is your take profit before the purple line? And that's a better scenario than if your take profit was down here for whatever reason. You'd be a bit more risky, bearing in mind that the price, price does sometimes like to hug this purple line. And that's all it's for, really. Don't read too much into it. It's not that well. If you're into reading price like I am, yeah, it's significant because you get to analyze where you think price is going. But in the scheme of things, just taking red, red, red for a sell, green, green, green for a buy. It's not the be all and end all, if you know what I mean. Now we've got a little bit of volume for the buy. So they might be looking at taking this higher into these areas up here, maybe. So at this juncture, I'm going to turn over to MT4 because the wave has just started to turn green. Parallel SAR has flipped. Get my line tool. Now my stop loss would want to be there, but we're missing two vital components. That is, at the moment, we're missing the buy alert and the green trend line. There's the trend line. It's red at the moment. We've got no buy alert, but we're here ready and waiting in case we get both. You can see from that candle, we're getting a little bit of a action going on. Could be me fooling us and giving us more sideways movement, but we're here ready, just in case we do get anything. I should imagine if price gets up to these levels here, we might get a buy alert, and then all of a sudden the trend line could turn green. and then we're good for a buy. But we shall see. So hovering, getting ready. Oh, we had the buy alert. Oh, right. Yes. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, the buy alert looked different to the trading view one. Trading view one it came off, but we got the buy alert on the NT4. Apologies. There we go. But we're waiting for the trend line to turn green before we can go for a buy. Just waiting for that green trend line. Trend line's green now. Flipping on and off. But we got a red candle. And the trend line went red again. So we want a more permanent green trend line than the red one we got. Bit more of a confirmation that we are going to go for a buy. We've already got the buy alert down there. Nearly missed that. It's going off the trading view. Because there is a slight difference between the MT4 version of the indicator and the trading view because there's a different feed. They're not the exact same feed, but they're near as we can get to it. But ultimately, you take your the trading view is good for drawing up things, but ultimately, because you are actually trading using these conditions here, this is what you would ultimately use rather than the trading view. All right, it's playing. That's coming down, maybe coming down to mitigate this imbalance down here again. I'll take my lines off again. But we got the buy alert here. But oh, the trend line is now green. But I want to see price breaking above here. This area here to sort of let me know that we are going to be going on a bigger buy. And at the moment, as you can see, we're on a sell. And it possibly could be coming down to mitigate this imbalance here because there's no sell there, no sell there. Price could get all the way down here. And then we'll see what happens after that. But as we're on the minute time frame, things can happen rather quickly. So we are, put my stop loss there, got a green trend line, but I want to see price get above here now because that'll sort of, so in my mind, let me know that price isn't going to come down and take out this bit of imbalance here, or it might do that now, you know. Let it do its thing first. Because I mean, we are still in a sort of consolidation area, but if price does get above there, it goes to show me that we are kind of breaking out of consolidation area. and maybe we might have a little bit of a buy on our hands. If it's doing what I think, it's coming down a little bit more to redress that imbalance, and then hopefully this is what I want to see. Hopefully it'll buy above there, and then we're good to go for a buy. But we shall see. It's going to do what it's going to do. As you can see, the spike came down. Look, it took out that imbalance there. So it might be playing out like I thought it, like I said, maybe. Don't know for certain. But the stop loss goes down there again. And now it's taking out that imbalance with that wick there, that imbalance candle there. So indeed, it might be carrying on for a further buy. But we got to really do the best we can to make sure we're not in consolidation. So me personally, I'm going to be waiting till price gets above this area here, so we don't have more sideways action. Because sideways action is the big bugbear of any strategy. Right, let's just wait and see. We need a bit of volume. Sounds obvious, but it's true. We need a bit of volume on the buy side, and then it could be good to go. Right, I'm taking the buy. There we go. So this is where we are now. I'll draw that up in trading view as well. So we long position there. Off to start there. Stop losses down there, where the red wave meets the green wave. That means our 2 to 1 is just beyond the imbalance area. So I'll be looking at this area very, very carefully. I may decide to get out a wee bit earlier because this imbalance, sometimes it taps in, and then if we ever get that far, what do you mean if we ever get that? It's not in doubt, is it? But so that's where we are at the minute. Price might come down to tap into these imbalances here. But if there's enough volume, they might decide to get that imbalance up there. Before doing that, we shall see. We don't know. I knew I'd be a multi-millionaire. I wouldn't be here. I'd be, I don't know, a nice exotic place. Cornwall's nice 2 weeks of the year. So this is where we are at the moment. We're in the trade now. So as I often say, there is actually no point in looking at this trade now. You're not going to be doing your your mental anguish any good whatsoever. If you do get anguished, no point bringing emotion into it. You've placed a trade, you accept loss and accept wins in equal measure. So go and make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, walk the dog, something like that, because there's no point in watching this, because you ain't going to change it. Whatever you think, price will do what we, I was going to say what we wanted to do. That would be great, wouldn't it? No, but price will do what it wants to do, regardless of what you think you wanted it to do. It ain't going to make any difference whatsoever. So if you're an anguish type, nervous disposition, you've made your decision, and if we go down and get knocked out, we have a 1% loss. But look at the bigger picture, your journal and all that, and look at the bigger picture and realize that losing is part of trading. This is what it looks like on TradingView. People like to see where the money is, so we'll head on that shot there. I will go quiet for a little while until such time there is something else to say. Like I say, nice to see so many people on. The recording will be up within the next couple of hours after we've finished. Whatever comes first, a win or 9 o'clock. This could last on till after 9 o'clock. We don't know. So I'll go quiet and I'll come back again when there is something more substantial to say. Okay, so as you can see, Monday, more consolidation than we usually see the rest of the week. We had a 1% loss, which is unfortunate. But as you can see, we had two winners earlier on, 7 to 8, but I appreciate we got caught in sideways movement accumulation due to lack of volume. And we have got ourselves a 1% loss. But as per the rules, you can trade one more time today and wait for proper conditions. Green, green, green for a buy, red, red, red for a sell. And then if you win, you will have ended the day on 1% up for the day. And if you lose, obviously you lose 2%, no big deal. The bigger picture is we will get there in by the end of the month, because that's what we usually happens. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much for your time and have a great day. Cheers for now. Bye.